What's up, guys? We're back to doing videos together, just like old times, right? Hey, say hello. You're covered in duckweed, honey. You're covered in duckweed. So, interview questions. What is your favorite fish? Okay, that's a good answer. Whoa, you gotta be careful there, honey. Some of those fish might bite your little fingies. But yeah, we're kind of just hanging out here in the fish room. I absolutely adore it when she sits there and plays with the net down in that little tank there and tries to net the little guppies. I couldn't stop the fire mouths from breeding. I have them in a community tank and they weren't supposed to breed, but I guess it is what it is. Oh, you're done? Hey, where'd you get that syringe? God, the kids just find things like anywhere. It's absolutely bananas. What's up, guys? Today's video is on goldfish, and in particular, the Shubunkin goldfish. And I know some of you guys are thinking, oh, this is on goldfish, count me out. But in reality, goldfish are a huge part of this industry. And if you can't get on the level of like enjoying all different realms of all the freshwater fish we are able to keep as pets, like I can't respect you as a fish keeper. And like goldfish, man, the biggest benefit to goldfish for me specifically is the fact that I adore the idea that you don't have to heat their aquariums. I recently got this impulse to set up a goldfish tank, and it's going to be this 75-gallon tank right here. And that's where my Shubunkin is right now. I've had this thing for a couple of years now, and I absolutely love these fish. The Shubunkin is essentially a fancier looking comet goldfish, and there's a couple different types of Shubunkins, and what differentiates them is their colorations and patterns. When it comes to general goldfish care, there's two different types of setups. You have your fancier, slower moving goldfish, and then you have your faster moving goldfish like the comet goldfish, the Shubunkin, or else like you could keep them with koi fish. They're closely related and similar. The reason for the two different setups is because one of them is going to have a lot more aggressive tendencies, especially when it comes to feeding. And if you're dropping food in and some of the goldfish aren't eating, they're essentially going to starve to death. You can see here my Shubunkin is already around 5 or 6 inches long and he's in a 75-gallon tank, but these fish can easily grow up to a foot long. So that's the next topic. What is a good tank size? I would say when a fish grows to 12 inches long, I would say a 75-gallon minimum, at bare minimum. As far as feeding these fish, there's a lot of controversy around quality of food and even the fact of sinking pellets versus floating pellets. It's said that sometimes goldfish suck in air and it screws with their buoyancy issues. I will throw a link in the description box to an article that we put together over at Goldfish Keepers on the best brands and just food setups for your goldfish. All right, let's talk water temperature now. This is the part that gets me the most excited. You do not have to heat your goldfish tanks. I repeat, you do not need a heater. Some people keep them with fancy goldfish, but it's really, goldfish prefer cooler temperatures. And when you keep them in tropical setups, it increases their metabolism and is said to decrease their lifespan. So that's that. When I said I can't respect you if you can't think about the idea of keeping goldfish, what I kind of meant was, I understand not all fish are for everyone. What I was getting at was just have a respect for all types of different fish in this industry, because I've made fun of fish and at a later date, they became my absolute favorite and I learned the lesson like hands on. Anyways, guys, the Shubunkin goldfish, like I said, I'm setting up a tank right behind me that's a 75, and I understand it's not the perfect setup right now. I understand I'm most likely going to be getting fancy goldfish. I'm trying to find a good place to buy them, and I'm looking at all the cute pictures. I'm probably going to get an Oranda, a Black Moor, or a Ranchu. I can't really decide, and I understand that the piece of wood, I know with fancy goldfish, sometimes it's not the best idea to have decor at all in the tanks because they can hurt themselves on it, what have you. I'm still working out the mix of just rearranging everything. There's actually still some African cichlid fry in that tank because the tank was full of African cichlids. I moved the Africans to this tank here. It's really dark right now. It's full of pots. I had no idea the Africans were breeding but I guess they are African. So the Shubunkin goldfish, guys, these are sweet pond fish. Like, a lot of people mix them up as koi fish, and one of my buddies at work actually wanted a koi fish, and I was like, hey, I have a Shubunkin. I bet you won't even be able to tell the difference of it versus a koi fish. And they grow a foot long, whereas koi fish can grow longer than a foot sometimes, although Shubunkins have grown longer. I'm babbling, guys, kind of just hanging out today. I'm getting back into the grind of making videos. I know I'm kind of just rambling, but you guys have told me you love it when I do videos, live streams. Sometimes I'm plagued with the problem of not feeling entertaining, and that's why, this channel started as a Q&A channel where I just literally was shooting from the hip, answering people's questions, and I was like, I was just throwing out videos like crazy, and now I feel guilty. Like, now that I have so many subscribers, I mean, not tons, but it's 20,000 now, and I'm like, I'm blown away. But now I feel the need to like have my videos entertaining, where that's not what grew this channel. Some of this stuff is boring, and it's just the grind. I don't know. That's kind of why I was just in a rut, essentially. I started to ask myself, I'm like, am I entertaining? I'm rambling, guys. Let me know what you think of the Shubunkin goldfish. Let me know if you have some cool ideas on hookups for fancy goldfish. I'm looking to maybe look at some pictures and pick out some really super cool looking orandas. For sure, orandas. The veins going on my neck, guys. All right, I'm gonna do some water changes. Let me know in the comments. Blah, 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 blah.